This is a piece of 3/4 square key steel, and I need to make it 3/4 by 5/8. So I need to take 125 thou off one face. I'm going to do it in the milling machine. Before I start, I'm just going to give this bed a quick clean, just to make sure there's no nasty little raised parts on it. There is one or two ding marks on, but nothing really horrible, and certainly nothing that I did. Every so often I do this, and it just removes any little raised parts, just so you get a nice flat face to clamp down onto. There's a nasty mark there, one or two little marks, but they're all on when I got the machine. Check the piece of key steel as well, there's no marks on it. There's a mark on that bit there, so we'll take off that face. Right, we'll clamp it on there, clamp with each end. I need two 4-inch keys. Now that's plenty of material here to get out of. We'll set two clamps up on it, find a 0, and I'll take 100 thou off using the DRO, then I'll measure it again just to make sure. See, I'm using an R8 collet, so everything's up tight, so there's no, or at least as little flex as possible. That's just whisper in there. We'll set these stops up as we progress with it. We're in thous on the DRO, and I've zeroed it, and it's just touching. We'll give it a 25 thou cut and see how it manages with that. I have to do it with 2 passes, but it's not a problem. Right, that's no problem at all, so we'll give it a little bit more. Give it 40 thou. Set your bed stop upwards. I left this job where I was machining this piece of key steel, clamped at each end. Basically it's been flexing in the middle. The two ends are the correct size, but the middle is actually 5 thou under size, so it wasn't a very satisfactory result. I'm not happy with it. I've spoken to a friend who knows a bit more than me about these things, and he suggested I put the case steel in the vise, but first cut it in half because I only need 4-inch sections. Put it in the vise on a parallel and use a big milling cutter, nice and slow. Then I can also get in and measure it as I'm machining it. Now I did do a little experiment with this big milling cutter. That's why the vise is set up, and it's putting on a really nice finish, like a fly cut finish. So that's what we're going to be doing. I've cut the case steel in half, so I'm going to machine one face, 125 thou off it. Make sure there's no nasty marks or dings on there. That's probably the best face. I'm going to put a piece of aluminium TIG wire in between the moving jaw and the piece of case steel, because that will deform and allow the case steel to stay down on the parallel, because I want it pushed hard up against the fixed vise jaw. Right. So that's right down on that parallel. Parallel's grip there. That's tight. Right, so basically now we can set this up, do a trail cut, do some measuring. Like I say, I can get in this end with a micrometer to measure it to make sure we get it the right size. Right, let's put an acceptable finish on there. And it's taken 40 thou off, which is just what we want. We need 125 thou of it all together. I don't know how well this will cut dry it, but really well cut. Alright dry, we'll give it a go. Right, so that's 80 altogether. That's alright. That's cutting quite happily there. The chips are coming off blue, but they're not melting into things as they land. So it's cutting on the front of the tool, but it's just polishing on the back. That happens at the milling machine, set up nice and square, trammed in square. I know it is because I check it quite often. You can see that right there, but it's $16 thou above size. So the reading on the Z axis is 125, and we set it at 0, and that's what we wanted off. So basically this should be the last cut, which is 15 thou cut. Right, hopefully you can see that. Now, Fanny's hair over. I'm quite happy with that. I'm sure when they knock it into the, between the gear and the shaft with a 5-pound mash hammer, it'll be quite alright. Just going to square the end of this up now and then that's it done. This is a big gnarly cutter that I never ever thought I would use, and it's proved to be a very useful cutter. Nothing like a bit whack at the bell end at the end of the day. You know, I left a file there because I was going to do this. It's time to tidy up, John, because you can't find anything, can you? It's 625 all the way as well, so that's good. I'm sure I'm not the only one who ends up with a bench like this with grinders everywhere, clutter. So I've decided to make a stand or a rack to hold the grinders on. It's just ridiculous. I hope I haven't bent that the wrong way. No, that's right. Should have bent the other one first, but never mind, I'm sure we'll manage. It's upside down, your bell end. Anyway, I'm sure you get the idea that the grinders drop into there like that, and that's fastened up on a wall like an inside out double boost horse first or whatever. Anyway, I'll do another one. It was a prototype, the letters aren't quite right. I mean, if it was easy, everybody would be doing it, wouldn't they? Once again, it's just time to say thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, please do. And as always, a massive thanks for all the kind words and well wishes that have come in. Anyway, thanks for watching.
Hi everybody, welcome to one of John's monthly draws. As most of you know, I'm Deborah, and it's nice to see you all. I hope you're all keeping well. I have more names to drop in the hat. They're not dropping in the hat, are they?
Dropping in the fucking bucket, aren't they? It was 80.